If your dishwasher isn't rinsing or washing properly, have you checked the water softening system in your dishwasher to make sure it's set up correctly? Now really, when you first get the dishwasher, this is something that should be set up before you start to use it, but to be honest, a lot of people don't. When I talk about the water softening system, that relates to the hardness of the water in your area, and that would depend on the setting that you need on your dishwasher. Now I'm just going to show you a map of, so here we got the UK, and it's just showing that certain areas around the UK have very soft water, so the green areas have very soft water, and then you've got very hard water coming down to the right hand side of the country. So depending on where you are, this proves that you do need to make sure that you've got the right softening system set up within your dishwasher. What I wanted to do was to check the water hardness level of the area I'm in, which is Leicester in the UK. So we're right in the middle of the country, and according to the map, it tends to hover between hard and soft. There's quite a fine line that goes between the two, but what I wanted to do is I just wanted to check it. Now I have got a test strip. I'm going to show you how to do this. Now some manufacturers of dishwashers do provide these. If not, then I'll provide a link below to show you where to get some. They're not a lot, and to be honest, if it's going to improve the performance of the washing within your dishwasher, then this could be a real benefit. So first of all, what you need to do is you need to let the water run for about a minute under your tap, and then just unpack the test strip. So you don't want to touch, I can see that that's the part that's going to be, so that's the part that's going to be tested, and what I do, I need to make sure I'm not going to touch that, so just remove the test strip. And after it's been run, so after it's run for about a minute, which is now, then all I need to do is just dip this under the water for about a second. It just starts to disappear now, but after I'd first done it, after I'd run it under the tap for a second, then between 2 and 3 of the little squares had gone solid green, and that basically means that the water here is fairly hard. So what I'd need to do is I'd need to have a look in the manufacturer's instructions, because each model and each manufacturer will vary on how to set the water softening system, and what I need to do is to go and change it to make sure that it's set up correctly. Once you've got the water softening system set up correctly on your dishwasher, I'm just going to give you a couple of tips to hopefully help you get a better wash performance. The first one is to make sure you use dishwasher-salt. Now there are so many customers that we have where they're using the 3-in-1 or 4-in-1 little tablets or pouches that say they contain salt, but it's always recommended to use dishwasher salt, and you'll normally find it's located probably about halfway towards the back on the left hand side on most dishwashers, not all of them, but that's where you fill the dishwasher salt up. It's not too expensive, you can get it in most supermarkets, and make sure you use a funnel. So with this indesit-dishwasher, they've kind of given us a cheeky little funnel to make sure that you don't spill any within the interior of the dishwasher. But what that can do, so if you're using dishwasher salt, then it can really help to regenerate the machine, and it stops the build-up of limescale as well. Next recommendation is to use rinse aid, and that can really help with the drying process. So once it's been through the washing, the rinsing, and then the drying phase, some dishwashers will just use residual heat, so the heat that's built up within the dishwasher, but others have hot air drying as well. And you can find if it does use hot air to dry everything inside, then if you use rinse aid, then that can really help to avoid things like drying marks on the glasses or cups or plates. The final recommendation is to use good quality detergent or gel pouches or tablets, whichever one you're using. We do find that some customers, they're trying to save money, which is always a good idea, but what they're doing is they're going for some of the cheaper supermarket own brand tablets, and we just find the performance on some of those are not that great. Not all of them, some of them can be very good, but sometimes we've found that if a customer has commented that the performance of the wash isn't as good as it should be, then sometimes just changing brand or going for a slightly better brand can really make a huge difference. Hope you found it useful and interesting, learning a little bit about the water softening system on your dishwasher and why it's important to get it set up correctly. I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just give us a quick thumbs up, click subscribe, leave any comments below. I always ask for comments, whether it's good or bad, about the video. I know I've not shown you how to set it up on your dishwasher, but that will always be in the manufacturer's instructions to show you how to set up the water softening system. But if you've got any other comments, or if you've got any questions about really what I've talked about, pop in the comments and I'll get back to you. Thanks for joining me today.